guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video I want to share with you guys my Chanel handbag collection and small leather goods. It is not a big collection, especially not compared to the ones that you see out there on YouTube. Mine is well, for the platform is quite of a small collection, but honestly it's a really good size for me right now. Of course, would I love to add many more handbags in the future? Yes, but at this point I am actually very happy with the handbag collection that I have. I'm also going to be sharing with you guys a little bit of my journey with Chanel, how my love for the brand started, and yeah, how since when I started collecting. I will be sharing with you guys from my oldest up to my newest bag with you guys, so that way you guys kind of see like that chronological that they have been added to my collection, and I will tell you a little bit of the story on how I found them. And yeah, so if you are new to my channel, my name is Carolina. I love doing videos about handbags, sometimes about like maybe shoes, I don't know, like designer items and luxury items. Honestly, when it comes to handbags, I love every type of handbags. Like, it doesn't matter really if it's designer or not. If I like a handbag, I will get it. So if you do like this type of content, please consider subscribing to my channel, and if you like this video, please consider giving a like. My love for Chanel started like when I was really young, to be honest. Like, I think it was watching magazines and on TV shows. I was exposed to the Louis Vuitton handbags, like, or Chanel, and that's how my love for designer handbags honestly started. Like, no one in my family used luxury handbags or anything like that, so it was not like I was exposed in my, like, inside my family. It was all like from outside, like watching TV and magazine, that I was exposed to it, and I completely fell in love for handbags, and then discovered my love for designer handbags, especially Chanel and Louis Vuitton. I always dream about owning a Chanel handbag, and honestly I didn't like, I knew I was dreaming about it, but I never really thought that I was actually gonna be able to own one. But yeah, but right after I finished school, I started working and I started making my own money. I started with Louis Vuitton, and then when my fiance and I started planning our trip to, my back then fiance, now my husband, we started planning our trip to France, and we were gonna go to Paris for a few days. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start saving. If I have the money for the bag when I get there, I'll get it. If not, well, I won't. And yeah, because, well, if you're not familiar with Chanel, the first Chanel boutique ever was in Paris, in 31 Rue Cambon, and it was a very special, like it was something that was gonna have a meaning. Like, my first Chanel handbag was gonna be purchased on the main store in Paris, on my first trip to France as well. So I thought it was like a lot of things together that was gonna make it like a very nice experience. So my first Chanel handbag in my collection, it is this beauty. To start with, this was the first handbag that I ever purchased from Chanel. This is the black caviar, black caviar leather in medium size, a classic flap with gold hardware. The interior has the beautiful burgundy traditional classic style with the double flap. Yeah, so this was my first ever bag from Chanel, and it was purchased at the 31 Rue Cambon in Paris, and it was like an adventure to like not an adventure, like it was like almost like a mission to get this bag. Once we got to Paris, we were like, okay, you know what, we're gonna go to the store, we're gonna find it and get the trip going. Once we landed in Paris, the second day we went to 31 Rue Cambon. We asked for this handbag. They did not have any medium classic flap in black, no lambskin, no caviar, and I was completely distracted, to be honest. I was like super sad. I was like, okay, do you think you will get one more tomorrow? They said maybe. So we walked around a few other stores just to see if maybe in a few other Chanel boutiques they will have it, and maybe they could transfer it, and nothing. Like, literally we went like to 5 different Chanel boutiques, and none of them had a black medium classic flap available. So my second highest option, that I was like, okay, if I don't get a classic flap, the other one that was making eyes to me, that actually I saw it in person, I was like, oh, this is such a beautiful bag. It was a boy bag in the old medium classic, in the medium size. in white, and it was beautiful as well. It was gorgeous, but honestly, like my first bag, I wanted it to be that classic flap. So I was really pushing for this one. The last day that we were in Paris, I went back to the 31 Rue Cambon. I met again with the same sales associate that helped me on the first day, and she gave me her contact. I told her that we were gonna be leaving. We were gonna be doing like a little tour. Like our main purpose to go to France was actually wine, so we were gonna be going around the wine regions and the south of France as well. So I told her, I was like, okay, can I text you before I come back to Paris, because we did have to come back to Paris to take our flight to come back home to Canada. And she's like, yep, you can do that. So we exchanged WhatsApps, and yep, I went on my trip. I was like really like, oh my god, I honestly thought that I was not gonna be able to find this bag. Like it was just like for 2 days or 3 days almost, we couldn't find this bag in Paris, like at all. So I was like, yeah, it might not happen. So I honestly like actually got a little bit sad, but I was like, it's not gonna, like I'm not gonna ruin the trip. Like we were having a great time, a great trip. So I was like, well, if it happens, it happens. If not, it was not meant to be. Simple as that. So we went back to Paris. Yeah, we were taking the train from Reims to Paris. That it was our last stop before going back to Paris, and I texted my the essay from the 31 Rue Cambon, and I texted her. I was like, we're going back. Today is our last day in Paris. We're leaving tomorrow morning. Do you know if you got have you got any of these in stock? And she texted me. She's like, you wanted the black caviar or the black lambskin? And I'm like, I wanted the black caviar preference, but if you have the lambskin, I'll do the lambskin. And she texted me, she's like, we got two this morning. I'm like, please, please, please keep one for me. I promise I'll, as soon as we get into Paris, like get back to Paris, I'll go to the store. So we got back to Paris, we dropped our luggage in the Airbnb that we had rented, and we run to the store. So she had it. I tried it on. It took a few hours to be seen. Like sometimes in the 31 Rue Cambon, depending on what time you go and the day you go, it can be very busy. So we had to wait for her. So I tried this guy. Like I had it with me, and I was not letting it go at all. And I tried this. I tried the boy bags again. I tried the COCO handles for the first time, and honestly, like I was completely in love with this bag. And in a moment, like honestly, like while we were waiting, I told my fiance, I was like, hey, you know what? I think let's go. Like they're taking forever. I was starting to have like a little second thoughts. I was like, you know what? Like I was scared of spending that money, even though like back then it was not the crazy prices that are right now. I was like having second thoughts. I was like, oh my god, it's still a lot of money to spend in a bag. Like, and my fiance was like, no, we're not leaving. You have been wanting this bag for a really long time. We're here. You found it. It's our last day in Paris. We're buying this bag and we're going out to celebrate. And I'm like, okay, sounds good. We waited. We got the bag. I was very happy. We left. So yeah, so that's the story of this bag. It's always gonna be in my heart. Like this one I purchased on the summer of 2018. That it was, yeah, 2018. That was the year that I purchased. Actually, no, 2019. 2019, sorry. Yeah, summer of 2019, I purchased this beauty, and honestly, I have loved her ever since. She was my first Chanel handbag. I have used her lots. I have taken it in many trips, and honestly, the bag looks fantastic. Like it doesn't look like, yeah, it doesn't have any damage at all, and I'm very, very, very happy with this handbag. So yeah, so that was my first handbag. My second Chanel handbag was this beauty, this Chanel mini square in lambskin, a red, like yeah, a red color with light gold hardware. Yeah, it's like just one opening. It doesn't have the double flap like the other one. It has like a pocket in here and a zipper pocket, and then it has the Mona Lisa pocket as well. I don't know if I show you that with the black one, but yeah. So this was my second handbag. This was my birthday gift. So this was in 2020. COVID just hit. All stores were closed. And my husband asked me like, what do I want for birthday? So I was like, well, I have always like another bag that I wanted was the boy bag in red. Either the boy bag or the square mini in red. Like those, like it was either one or the other, but I wanted it in red. That I knew that the color that I wanted was red, with gold hardware. And I know like Chanel doesn't often brings out a red bag. So I was like, well, if it happens, it happens. So my then husband, because we had already gotten married, he asked me, he's like, do you want to call the store and see if they have it? So I called for the first time the Calgary boutique. Well, I called the Vancouver boutique first and they didn't have it. So then I called the Calgary boutique and I asked them like, what square minis or boy bags do you have? They sent me pictures and they had this beauty in red. And yeah, it was my birthday gift. He didn't pay for the whole thing. Like he just put money towards this bag, so I put the rest, and this was my birthday gift for on 2020. And honestly, I love this bag. It was a very beautiful bag. I was very happy when I got this bag because I had a caviar and a lambskin, and honestly, like after the Chanel Classic Flop, the mini square and the boy bag were the other two styles of bags that I really, really wanted to have in my collection. So this was my second handbag in my collection, and I am very, 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 very happy with this bag, that I have this bag in my collection. It's one that lately I actually haven't been using that much. Like, I don't know why, like before, like when I purchased this bag, I was using it all the time, during summer, during fall, during winter, spring, all the time. Lately, I only gravitate towards it like more like in the colder months. In the summer, like this last summer, I didn't gravitate towards it that much, which I was surprised, because I honestly do love this bag. Like I did use it, but I didn't gravitate as much as I used to do it. But still, nonetheless, I do love this bag and I'm completely in love with it. Now for my third Chanel bag, I honestly was not expecting this. This was something that I didn't have in my radar. I just saw what was coming out, that collection, because I wanted to have like for my birthday, for 2021, I also wanted to have another Chanel handbag. That's what I wanted for my birthday. And when the collection dropped right before my birthday, I got obsessed with this bag. So this is the Chanel Square Mini in the square with the gold lambskin, textured lambskin, and with light gold hardware, same as my other one. Is just like one opening. It has like the pocket in here, the zipper, and the back pocket, the Melissa pocket. And honestly, initially I didn't want, like, I wanted in the rectangular. I did not want it like in the square. Like, I mean, if I got it in the square, I was happy. If I got it in a rectangular, I was happy as well. Like, I wanted this color in a mini size because my best friend was getting married that year, and I knew I wanted for her wedding a gold handbag. So I was like, that needs to be my bag. So I knew I was like after either the square or the rectangular mini. Unfortunately, the Calgary boutique, normally they do, like in Canada, they do is like a draw for the handbags. My name didn't get drawn, so I was very sad. And then I was able to get this handbag on the resale market. This is the only bag in my collection that is from the resale market. And honestly, like, this is a bag that I don't stop using at all. Like, this is one of, like, from my Chanel handbag collection, I think this is one of the ones that I use the most. If it's not the one that I use the most, it's just such a special bag. I love it so much. Again, I was happy with either the rectangular or the square. I was able to find the square, so that's the one that I added in my collection. But I was very pleased with this handbag. So yeah, so this was my third handbag. It was my birthday gift for 2021. And yeah, she's now mine. She's my baby. Okay, now next, on 2021, actually in 2021 I purchased also two other bags, but I sold. So I'm not even gonna talk about them, but yeah, I might do another video saying like bags that I sold and why. But then the next bag I purchased and I completely love is this COCO handle in the small size, old medium size. And it's on the blue, like in caviar, with the blue iridescent color, and it has kind of like the rainbow CC in the front. I don't know if you can see it. I just love this bag. I think it's such a beautiful. I have it stuffed, completely stuffed, just to keep the shape in good. I completely love this bag. So this bag I purchased it on the fall of 2021. This bag was one that I was begging my essay. I was like, please, like as soon as I saw this bag, like with the iridescent, the caviar, I was like, please, I want this handbag. I want this handbag. I knew I wanted this style since I purchased my black one in France, because when I purchased mine, I actually got to try this the Coco handle in France, and I knew this was a style that I wanted to add into my collection. So I really, really wanted this bag, and I was like begging my essay. I was like, please, please, I don't know, do magic with the draw. Like, please get my name. And I literally, like initially, I wanted like, yeah, no, I put my name for the extra mini, like for the mini size, and for the small, that is this one. And I was like, I don't care whichever comes out, my name. Please, please, please. I just want this color and the on the Coco handle style. I really think it's a special bag. I love it. I think it's a very ladylike bag, so I don't use it as much as my other bags. I think this is the one that maybe I use the least of all of them. I'm pretty sure. But nonetheless, every time I wear this bag, it's like, oh, I'm so happy. Like, it's so beautiful. But yeah, it's like a very, very special handbag. I actually wore it the most was during the winter months. I actually thought in the spring I was gonna use this bag a lot, and I didn't, honestly. Like, I did use it like a few times in the summer, not that much. I think in the summer maybe 5 times I wore it, which I was surprised because I thought in the summer I was gonna be using it more. But again, normally in the summer I do gravitate towards bags that are like more of a texture, like raffia bags, wicker bags. So not surprising there, but I was surprised that I didn't gravitate more towards this bag a little bit more. But now I'm very excited. Winter is coming, so I know I'm gonna be wearing this bag again a lot. And and it is kind of like my unicorn bag. I don't think I have a favorite bag, I don't think I have a favorite bag, but I do think this is my unicorn bag because it is in an iridescent color. It has the rainbow hardware, and it's a style that I only have one of them. Well, yeah. So I am very like, this is my little unicorn. I really, really like this handbag. And honestly, I just did a review on this handbag because I've had this bag for a year already, so I did do a 1-year review. So I will insert that video here if you haven't watched that video. And I also did a comparison between this size and the mini size that is also called the extra mini sometimes. So I will link that video as well up here for you guys to see if you guys have any questions, because I did purchase the mini. And then I sold it to my best friend, which I still regret a little bit, but it's okay. I have this beauty with me. So yeah, so watch those videos if you haven't watched those videos for more review, like for more of a review, more information about this bag. But yeah, so this bag really was just more of like an impulse buy. Like, I just loved it. I really liked that. Like, I saw that it was coming out, and I really wanted this handbag. Like, it's like the Frozen bag. It's a Frozen bag. So I am very happy to have this bag in my collection, and I love this bag. So yeah, so this was my 4th handbag. Now, the 5th bag in my collection, it is this beauty. So I'm not sure if you have watched my video, my previous video, for what I got for my birthday this year in 2022. You will see it. I can link it up here as well. So I got this bag for my birthday. Well, I did but didn't. Like, I got like a white classic flap. This is in a small size, like white classic flap, small size, with the caviar leather. And yeah, it's just completely white inside as well. It has the plate because it's the new style. And this was a drama. Like, this, I was heartbroken. I knew I wanted this handbag. Again, my husband had asked me, like, what do you want for your birthday? I was like, well, I'm trying to get my hands on this bag. If you want to pitch in a little bit. So he actually pitched in quite a lot. Almost a whole bag, to be quite honest, which was very nice from him, very kind, especially because normally he doesn't really, like, he pitches in like a little bit or maybe half, but not as much as he did with this one. So yeah, so I purchased the bag. I had it in Calgary. I went to pick it up in Calgary, and when I got home, like, I didn't unbox it there. I just like kind of like quickly looked at it and came home. And when I came home, it was like, it had like a broken, like, it was horrible here. Like, if I will insert a picture, I also the video with the story time of what happened to my bag. So I had to send it back to Calgary, and I had to wait until a brand new one came in. That took, actually didn't take that long. They ordered one for me, so it took like, I think 2 or 3 weeks for it to get back to me. So they ship it back to me, and now I have my baby here with me again. I just love this bag. honestly have not stopped wearing this bag. Like in the summer, spring, this is the bag that I've been using the most this year with the gold one. But yes, I just love this bag. We actually went to Greece for our holidays this summer, and I did take this handbag with me. This was the only leather handbag that I took with me on the trip. I believe. And I just love it, and I enjoyed it so much. Like I enjoyed wearing it so much. So again, it's the white caviar, a small classic flap with the light leather, a light gold hardware. I wanted a white bag for the longest time, like for the longest time since I saw that white boy in France. I knew I wanted a white bag, and I was completely terrified of color transfer. So that's what always kept holding me. And also that I couldn't find it. Like when I started like on my search, like in my real search for the white bag, because okay, I was like, okay, you know what, I'm getting married, let's actually get a white bag. And I started looking, and they didn't have them in gold, with gold hardware. Like most of them were with silver hardware. And I was like, no, I want with gold hardware. So it was a little bit hard. And then the whites were not right white. Like they were a little bit too more on the beige, like a really a ivory color beige or bone color. So it was not really the color that I was after. And then Chanel started releasing the white handbag almost in each collection, and I every time I put my name on the draw, like in my Calgary store, and no luck, no luck, no luck. And then for my birthday, she was able to pull it, and she got me my white classic flap in small. So I did want this in the small because I already have my medium size classic flap. And so yeah, so I knew I wanted in the small. I knew I wanted in caviar for the white. I did knew that I wanted in the white. My classic flap in the medium size, the black one, I honestly like was open to lambskin or caviar, whichever was there. But this one I did know that I wanted in caviar. And the reason also why I was like, okay, I'm ready for this bag, was because I did purchase a Prada bag that I have really been enjoying on the white color, and I honestly kind of lost a little bit the, like being so scared of the color transfer. I am careful with the bag, and I don't I don't purposely use it with jeans or something that I know is gonna transfer color to it. But yeah, like I lost that scare, like I'm not as scared as I was before. And I used it the entire summer, honestly. Like, and I took it with me on my carry-on, like it. And we did what, like we hop between 5 islands, four islands, and the mainland, and Athens. And this bag like was like in and out, in and out, in and out. And honestly, it's still holding on really well. It still looks really good. I did clean it a few times, like after using it, like I did clean it up a little bit, especially because I was traveling, like we were eating. I was putting it like on top of the tables or chairs, so I did clean it a little bit every so often. But I am very happy. Like I have her in my collection, so yeah, she was my birthday gift for 2021. No, 2022. And yeah, this is my 5th handbag in my collection. Now, I do want to talk about this bag. I know this is technically not a bag. This is a small leather good, which is like an SLG. But I use it as a handbag, to be honest. I use it as a handbag. It is that trendy mini CC. It has a Chanel tag here. It is in rose gold, with rose gold black lambskin. The lambskin feels so good. Honestly, it feels so soft. It feels completely, like, actually different than my red one. This one feels more buttery, so, and soft. So I really do like the leather on this one. It is just a space there. Honestly, it fits your card holder, a lipstick, and the key, which normally in the wintertime, that's all I use. So because normally in the wintertime I have my cell phone in my pockets, on my jackets or coats. So this was an addition. Like after I pick up my white classic flap, I picked this up, and I honestly love it. I know it's a small leather good. It's not technically a bag, but I do use it as a bag. I do not use it as like a small leather good inside of my bag. No, I do use this as a bag. I think it's really cute. In the summer, I didn't wear it that much either because I honestly don't gravitate towards black bags during the summer. But I have been starting to gravitate towards it. Like, it's already October, and I have been gravitating towards it already. And I know November, December, January, I will gravitate even more towards this bag because I love it. Plus it's with rose gold, which makes it super special in my collection, and I'm very happy. So yep, so this is my, not technically a bag, but I wanted to add it here as part of my handbag collection because I do use it as a handbag. And now my last handbag from my handbag collection, it is the Chanel mini rectangular. I think, yeah, this is the mini rectangular in the jute material, and I love with orange leather, and I honestly love it. Like I love this bag. This bag was a bag that I was not looking after. I honestly, when I went to the store to pick up, so when I went to pick up my white Chanel bag, my essay had this bag in the small classic flap size, but only, like, it was not like the typical classic flap because it doesn't have the double flap. It was just one flap, and it was beautiful, and I was like, oh my god, it's such a beautiful bag. And she's like, do you want it? I'm like, no, I don't think so. Like, in my mind I was like, yes, I want it, but I couldn't spend that money. Like, I just spent money on the white classic flap, and I also got the mini 20cc, so I was like, I honestly can't afford to get this bag now. So I passed on it, and I was like, but I kept thinking about it. And I kept asking her, like, is it still there? Is it still there? And she's like, yeah, it's still here waiting for you. And I'm like, oh, yeah. So I kept thinking about it. But again, like, I knew the size was, like, I love the size. Like, it looked beautiful, to be honest. It did look beautiful. And then I went to Vancouver a few months after, and I saw they had this one in store, like the mini. And as soon as, like, literally I went to the Vancouver store, and as soon as I go in, the first thing I see is this, and I'm like, no way. So I took a picture of it. I took a picture of of everything. I took a picture with it. I contacted my essay in Calgary, and I'm like, do you still have the small one? And she's like, yes. And I'm like, well, I sent her the picture of this one, and I'm like, now I am between the two of them. I think I like the mini better, but I'm not sure. Like, I don't know which one. And she's like, you know what? Let me just transfer that bag here. So she transferred the bag the mini bag to Calgary. She took pictures of both of them side by side. She put pictures of both of them wearing. I was like, you know what? I cannot make a decision. So I went to Calgary. I tried them both on, and this is the one that came home with me. Like, it was just so beautiful. Like, the small size one was also honestly beautiful, and I honestly, like, it was just stunning. But this one, I feel is more special. Like, this one I was thinking about, like, more traveling, like actually taking it with me to travel. We do like traveling to the ocean, normally, like, our vacations are always to the ocean. So I knew I was gonna be able to carry this easier with me in my luggage rather than the big one. I thought, like, the big one could get ruined faster. But yeah, so this was my last handbag. This actually is from, like, I purchased it this summer, like on 2022, but this is from last year collection that actually just hit the stores this year. So I'm very happy that I was able to get her, and she is part of my collection. I took her with me as well to Greece, and I loved wearing that. Like, I was so happy. But, like, my husband was saying, he's like, you don't see that bag. Like, you see everyone wearing, like, all of the other styles that you have, and yes, whatever, like leather styles, but you don't see that bag at all anywhere. And I'm like, I know, I love it. It's really because I love, like, the happy color, like the orange. I know I'm not gonna wear this bag in the winter or fall months. Maybe in the fall. In the fall, maybe I could use this in the fall. I could wear it in the spring as well and in the summer. But winter, I know for sure not. At least not in Canada. Not with the snow. But if we do travel, I will be taking this with me. Like, every trip that I go, you are gonna see this bag with me. Every single trip. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna go to a trip without this bag. And I love it. I'm super happy I have it. It's a delicate bag. It's jute. So jute tends to go crazy. So that's the only thing that is, I have to take care of it, but I'm super happy with this bag. So yep, so that is my handbag collection. That's my Chanel handbag collection. I hope you guys like this video. I did also wanted to maybe share with you guys my SLGs. I only have 3 SLG, well, 4 with the little 20cc. I have my key holders. My key holders. This is from the same collection as my COCO handle. with Isn't It Iridescent. I honestly don't wear this much. I honestly wear this more as a wallet than as a key holder, because I honestly don't carry keys anymore since everything in my house is more electronically. But yes, or in my, I don't carry that many keys, so this is the one that I don't use as much, but I love it. I honestly love it. Love the color, love the leather. So it's, I love this one. I have my card holder in gold, the same gold of my Square Mini. I was obsessed again with this color, so I got it in color. I got the card holder, and then last but not least, it is my flap card holder in red. And I do love this card holder. I knew that I also wanted a red card holder since the beginning, and I added it to my collection. It's now part of my collection. So yeah, guys, so this is my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys like my collection. Let me know in the comments below which one was your favorite piece, which one's your favorite bag. And if you guys want to share with me your collection, like I would love to read like your comments and read what you have in your collection. But I do hope you like this video, and if you did like this video, please consider putting a like on this video, and I will see you on my next one. Oh, also, if you are not subscribed to this channel, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. But yeah, nonetheless, I will see you on my next video. Adios!